Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Blackout Bill here with our new projects, our new major projects. Behind me, in front of me, behind you are the, well, let's just show you. Oh boy. These are the biggest motors I have ever seen in person. I picked up an 85 horsepower Evinrude. This is a 69. Pretty bare bones, pretty much stripped already. It almost looks like it was going to be a parts motor, but it spins freely, and I have a nice solid block here with a good base and a full lower unit, which actually is over on the inside. On my left, we picked up a big old 140 horsepower Evinrude. This is an 89, and it's got 99% of it there. I'm missing a solenoid for the starter here, but I got all my carburetors. Guy said he had it running, and we got some damage on this one. This one's got some damage. This is where the damage is. I see a little nick here, so I'm thinking maybe this thing hit something or was in a boating accident. Or maybe they just clipped something over here and broke it or whatever. But this one's got the power trim still attached. So I have a lot of pieces. This looks like a brand new prop. This guy was doing work to it. He said the water pump stopped working. Started working on it. Lost time. Lost interest. Was going to scrap the thing. I picked it up for 50 bucks. I mean, the prop alone is $100. The starter's $100 on eBay. The power trim, if it works, is easily like $200 to $300. The lower unit, which seems to be in great shape, if I decided to sell that separately, that's a $400 unit. We're not going to try to sell everything. We're going to try to put it back together. We're going to try. I don't know how I'm going to set it up. I don't know where I'm going to put it. But I have enough here to work with. So, that being said, I hope you guys stick around, because we're going to try our best to do what we can. I think our biggest project is going to be to find some friends, which is virtually impossible. So, stick around. Let's see what we can do with this big old 140. What I'd like to do in the meantime is maybe pull this lower unit off to see what we're working with. And I believe most of the bolts are off, if not all of them already. So maybe what we can do is we can kind of flip it upside down and see if we can get this lower unit out. I got a bolt. This bolt here is out. This bolt is here is out. The four, I mean, it does look separated. So let's see if we can flip it up and get that out. I figure, why do all the work without you guys getting in the action here? Let's show you what I'm doing. So I figured let me stand it on up. It's easy to lift up and down. I obviously can't lift up. There are some wires cuts. My problem with this motor is my limited knowledge. I don't know shit about these bigger motors. Some pretty solid damage here. My question to all of you is, can we just kind of repair it with some JB Weld? That sounds awful. Well, I mean, it's, what's that, aluminum, so you can't weld that, to my knowledge. Maybe we can put a plate there. I mean, it's just this housing part's cracked. Worst case scenario is maybe we can find a seized up 140 and swap the blocks. Now there's a pin, I think, but I think that's to remove the block. The lower unit, you should have to remove that pin. Now I'm starting to see some more. Am I missing a piece here? Lower unit spins. Question is, am I missing a piece here? Yeah, like I said, I gotta do some research. This piece looks like it screws on. Maybe that comes out. We've got a power washer. Lower unit should drop. Unless that pivot pin on the bottom of the block has to come out too. Looks like it's separated. Wedge something in there. wifey's good $100 sweatshirt. Let's change that. Downstairs working with the 7.5. It's so cute, that little lower unit. Compared to this freaking world monster I got. I guess I don't have to be too worried about destroying it. Nasty break it. Okay, project 140, we're stuck. Here's what I think happened. The drive shaft is stuck into the power head because it won't come off. So it looks like he must have pried real hard here and broke this here, which again, isn't a big problem. I think I might be able to seal that once those all said and done. I am seeing a lot of rust in there, but whatever. What we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this sucker upside down and let it soak for a couple days, see if we can get some penetrating fluid into that drive shaft and see if this comes off. We got to get it out somehow. My next option is I'm going to tie a toe strap to this end. I'm going to tie a toe strap to the other end, and we're going to rip it. We're either going to break the unit, we're going to break the straps. But either way, this has got to come out. I already chipped my lower unit that was in perfect shape. I already chipped it, so we may end up finding another parts motor, but we're going to figure something out with this. It's got the power trim. I already got some stuff. Blah blah blah. Step 2 is we're going to flip it upside down. We're going to power wash the crap out of it. That's what we'll do first. And we'll flip it upside down, start hitting it with lubricant to get into that drive shaft. Hopefully in a couple days we'll free her up. So I'll let you guys take a look at what it looks like after it's all power washed. There's a lot of dust, crust. This thing sat in the dirt for a little while, but it spins nice. Once I get it in position, we'll put some power to that starter, see if we can test our compression and stuff. The 85, I just got to find a seized up power head because this has got all the other makings. I got the unit, I got the lower unit downstairs. This one just needs a donor motor. It just needs a donor casing. You know, I need the electronics and everything else, but this will be our block. So if we can find a seized up power head, we'll pop that off and put this one on in its place. So maybe what we'll do in the meantime is we'll pop this power head off. I'll show you how I do that. And that's the story of Project 140 and 85. Project BIGGUNS. The 30 horsepower was the grease beast. I got no names for you. Just BIGGUNS. The old Al Bundy BIGGUNS magazine. That's what they are. They're freaking huge. And I thought the 85 was big. It ain't nothing compared to this 140. But should be fun. Should be fun. Picked up this new Stanley, $47 eBay. It wasn't too bad. Or actually Amazon. It's charging my dual cycle battery. It was at 8. Showing like 8 volts. It's been charging for a couple hours now, and I'm still only at 80%, so it might need a recondition, which this comes with. Got a recondition button. It's showing 14 volts on the voltage meter now while it's charging, but I'm still not showing full, so we're gonna let this just charge until it says full. We're gonna hook these power leads up, see if this works. That's off the 140. This looks in better shape than the power tilt on the motor itself, but I think we can recondition that and fix that. Again, quick power wash over there. So that's the progression. The 140 and the 85 are big projects. We'll check in every now and then. So we got Project BIGGUNS, the 2 biggies. That's going to be a check-in process here and there. In the meantime, I want to get your guys' opinion. What do you want to see? More of the restores of the old little ones? Or do you want me to keep finding these big monsters? See if we can get a big one running. I don't know how I'm going to test it on the water, but I can fit. This is rated for 30 horsepower. We can go up to 50, 40. It's got to have a tiller on it, or maybe we can manual set up a steering mechanism. I'm down for anything. Let me know. Throw some comments down there. Let me know where you guys want to see this channel. It's just an abundance of those little motors being fixed, and I feel like you guys want to see some cool water stuff with some bigger horsepowers. And maybe we can find a 50 horsepower that we can rig a tiller handle to, because I don't have controls. I don't have any of that. So that's the plan. I know it spins. It does spin freely, but we got to check compression. If it doesn't have compression, then we'll have nothing. We'll have a parts motor, or we can get our money back in parts if we need it. But we're gonna need it because, like I said, we're gonna try to do some big motor projects. Don't know if like I said, I don't know if I'll have a boat to test it on, but maybe when we go to step 1, which is find friends, we'll find a friend who has a boat we can test. That should be fun. Anyway, stay tuned.